different, so I ask, can I?
To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Weaver. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's
third from the gun on 3rd down. Weaver. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Weaver's pass.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down, Panthers.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Daniil Hunter on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Weaver. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Samuel, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Operating from the gun. Weaver. That's caught by Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Cook.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watson looks to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Harris has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. Give them. This offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 3.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Watson. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Next to score, Vikings 10, Panthers 3.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
On 1st and 10, Weaver. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Panther 1st down.
Back to throw. Weaver. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trouble, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Watson. Harris complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
33-yard
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Panthers 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Weaver. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Weaver. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 24-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Panther
Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Carolina.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, Don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Weaver. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the Panther field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Panthers 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter, Christian McCaffrey, deep for Carolina. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
That's good.
With the right side here, complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The 49-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
To throw again, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watson on first down. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And he's gained at 21 yards. They'll run with Cook, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
From the gun, Weaver. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Brooks able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. They just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Weaver shoves him away. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Weaver's
a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weaver gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Weaver. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Take the handoff. Now Watson on the crossing route. Complete. It's Lindsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
They run it again with Cook. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That one going to be complete to David Moore.
Good.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even.
Justin Rohrwasser in a pressure spot. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Vikings 16, Panthers 13. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And onto the field here come the Panthers. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, Weaver. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Weaver's not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and...
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Weaver. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Weaver's
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
On the carry.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weaver. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Quarterback is sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Weaver fighting through pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Watson. Harris has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
second nature, all is automatic.
put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drill, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drill, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drill, little bit.